Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to the Table Fighter Online Grand Finals Championship. Today, I will be Trees commentating along with co-commentator Chomp22 in my match
It's a
against
pleasure.
Impulse. So it seems Impulse is already in queue, so I will enter queue.
I'm expecting to see the Ken Plus here come up from Impulse, and from you, Trees, I'm expecting Ken Plus as well, but I'm not sure. You're a man of many characters.
I mean, of course, we do have to go Ken Plus because he is actually the only character.
Right. Bold of me to assume there are other characters in the game, of course.
Yeah.
I'm a little inexperienced, I'll be honest. So what I'm expecting from Impulse here, really, top players, you just go for max damage hands. So it's very likely that both of them will probably do the full stack of parry blindside dunk, but you never really know.
And that's what they want us to think, though, which is of course why he's actually going to grab to tie my parry, because he has two grabs, which means I should go for the max damage of steel slice, blind slide, dunk, of course.
Oh, that is true. It really does require a high level of thinking to play at the level these players are currently at.
Of course.
Oh, and looks like Impulse went for the parry anyway. That's wow. That was a solid half health opening, and wow, it's looking kind of not good for Trees here. He's on the ropes.
I'm really not sure what I should be doing next. Like, he does have the block attack grab, which means really anything I do here could lose me the game.
Yeah, it's really an interesting scenario, because Impulse just kind of has a lot of options here. He probably doesn't want to take the charge. It's very likely that Impulse probably will block here, but it's really hard to say.
I mean, I think realistically he'll grab because he knows I want to parry super, so I wouldn't play parry here. So
true.
So then I will play parry here. He'll never see it coming.
Interesting. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. You know what? I was compelling read there by Trees. You know, it's really interesting to see it. But now Impulse is super.
He does.
And Trees is a parry short.
True.
It's quite the it's quite not a good situation for you, my fellow commentator.
Luckily I can charge because he doesn't know that I don't have block in hand, so I can bluff the charge block.
I actually cannot see either hand as I'm in spectate mode, but it is very interesting that Trees currently does not have block in hand. So if Impulse reads this right, he probably has a free super.
That's true.
We will see how that goes.
I need to put the parry back because then it looks like I'm recycling the defensive options.
That's true. That's a very common high-level play you'll notice a lot of the time is that if a player has one or two cards in discard and the other player has super, they will very commonly cycle between parry and block a lot from discard in hand.
Ooh, but Impulse
because by hybrid charging you can quickly switch cards. And yeah, Impulse with a nice super there. You know, high level player stuff as always. So assuming Impulse, assuming his charge, he either has parry, attack, or block, and blindside dunk in his hand. But he definitely has blindside dunk, so he's probably going to play the blindside dunk. It's hard to say though.
That's true,
it's hard to say.
True. That, of course, is why I need to block, though, because you always need to go for the option that they aren't going to expect.
That is very true. Oh, Trees the block? Okay. Does he combo? Oh, block dunk? It's a hype combo. Okay.
I think
Trees picked up super. This is a pretty scary situation for Impulse.
I do have super, but I believe he does have parry.
Impulse, it's hard to say. He might have charged it away last turn, or he might have charged it away block or the other attack. So he might have both defensive options here.
But if he does,
I'm really feeling like
here, I do only have super parry and 2 attack.
It is feeling like Impulse is probably going to play a defensive option, probably a grab. In all honesty,
That does make sense.
If you know what, if I know Impulse, he's fishing for something.
Ooh.
So assuming he played grab for the reasons I think he did, because it was a hand setup. That means that this turn he could potentially have parry blindside dunk again, and he could definitely be looking for a win here.
That means I should probably super though, since he's going for the bluff, because he would never parry right here.
It would be very uncharacteristic. Oh.
See,
all
I
right.
told you, he would never parry right there.
It was an interesting play. he didn't parry there. That was interesting. Okay. So now it's a known fact that Impulse doesn't have grab, but Tree's always the option of playing off of that because it seems like Impulse didn't charge here.
True.
So, but like it might be a parry anyway. It's really
true.
It's a hard call. It's a hard call.
It's a hard call.
Oh,
who could have seen it coming?
He did it. He parried anyway.
It's like you said. It's
that's
a hard
crazy.
Call. Who can tell?
It's actually kind of unbelievable. So set is what is it now? 2-2? 2-2? Yeah. Am I getting paid for those other games or?
What?
Am I getting paid for those other games or?
We'll talk about it afterwards. All right.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. What was that, honey? You did what to the kids? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my wife's calling me. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
And that was Chomp 22, ladies and gentlemen. And now we'll, I guess, be doing solo commentary. It is currently 2-2 in the Table Fighter Online, whatever meta this is, Grand Finals. 2-2. So we did see some interesting games so far, like very close games. I think the main thing to read here is just that it is legal that as a Ken main you do have to both open parry, but after that it can be hard to say. I will be opening parry here as it is in the laws. He did not open grab, which means he is a criminal, which means I do get a +2 bonus to my charisma stat during this time. We can assume that this is attack or parry, which means I should block, but I can't block, which means I should probably attack because he would never parry. Oh, and he parried. So that's a tough one. That is a tough one. He did not actually combo into anything though, which is interesting because that means he had grab, block as his other 2 cards. He is charging here, which is again interesting. Also, what did he add as his bonus? Oh, he added one of the attacks. No, block. Do I not program it? It appears the developers did not program it so that you can actually tell which card they chose, which is unfortunate. But we don't know, but we can assume that he took the grab plus, which means our best option here is probably to grab and then hand block. And we don't know what card he got yet still. So we are winning in that regard, that we don't know what they're thinking. And that is the key to strategy. If I don't know what they're thinking, they can't figure out what I'm thinking. It's like the classic thought experiment, that if I can't see them, they can't see me. Uh, so what we do see here is that he is charging, and he played the charge attack. Which means he's either playing the grab, or if we look at it this way, he can't add anything out of the parry. But he did parry, which is unfortunate. He is charging block here, which I am going to read as grab actually. So we will Bushido. Oh, he added Metal Plus. The Metal Plus variant actually. So that was a game. That was game 5. So we are at 3-2. He is staying Ken Plus. He did open grab last time, and he will probably open grab or parry, unless I'm completely wrong. Which, as we have seen, is a quite often possibility. We'll start with Dunk Plus. Actually, he might attack this time, so we'll go parry, blindside, Dunk Plus. So, open parry. Customary parry. Yeah. And now let's dunk on him, fam. He did attack, which is unfortunate. But we're both down dunk. We will attack because we do want to be running through cards like that, you know? He did Metal Plus, which is non-ideal. But if we look at the board today, I think that we are optimizing piece advantage in terms of our development, which does allow for us to charge upward toss here. Here's the thing, he has to put a lot of thought into what's happening here. Because he does realize that he is at the worst game position currently. Here's the thing, because I did charge the upward toss, mine is faster. And I believe in his deck stack, with his deck stack, he does not currently have the other grab. Which means we are going to charge tech, and then we're going to block blindside plus. Because he thinks I'm going to parry. And I would never play the card that I think I'm going to play. Even because I'm pretty sure it is a confirmed win on the basis that I believe that is block, that card right there. Which means we are going to put punishment and dunk together. And we did actually read the parry there. Like I said, never go for the confirmed ties. That's for nerds. See, he is charging here, which does generally indicate that they're going to super or block. I will read the block because Dunk Plus is a fun card. And I was correct, which now does allow, but again strengthens my piece development in terms of he does not currently have parry. So if I charge Bushido, he did charge tech, but I know he still does not have parry. Therefore, I will Bushido here, and I don't want the grabs here because his block is still in discard. We are going to Bushido plus, because I am at the better, again, game development state in terms of plus advantage. So we know he didn't block here, but he still could have grabbed. That's the issue. We'll skill slice just to be safe, because he shouldn't have parry. Oh, he did have parry. That's interesting. fun part here is that now we are at charge tech range, and he doesn't know that we don't have grabs. He did play that, so he has fast grab, block, and fast attack. We can assume that I'm gonna assume that he's gonna grab here, which means our optimal thing is blind slide, and then interesting. So that is 4-2. I mean, if he does win one more game, he does win the set, which means we do need to start counterpicking Ken plus by picking the classic character Ken, who was actually designed to counterpick Ken plus. If you do read the lore, I know not many of you have, since this is not a lore channel. We are only expert gameplay, but you have to do what you can with what you have, you know? We will be opening punishment, because we are going to punish him for picking the wrong character, because we are playing the right character. He probably does want to block here, because that means he thinks that I want to grab, which means I do that. So you see, we are at again, piece development advantage, because we are always at piece development advantage. Because I am, the technical term for it is being a gamer. I did grab, and my grabs do lose to his grab, because he is playing a cheat character, actually. But you see now here, I do have the block. I could block Dunk for 5, but that would put him at 12, and I'm at 13. And we don't want him charge teching, because that benefits his super rather than mine. So the main thing to learn here is that he is probably going to block. But we're going to trade block. That puts that advantage. Trust me. I'm a statistician. See? He has the 50-50. There we go. And at this game state, we do, in fact, dunk. Dunking, of course, is the best card in... Normal dunk is, in fact, the best card in the entirety of Table Fighter. There's literally been no card that beats it, just in terms of competitive viability. And there are calls for it to be banned, but I feel these are often unjustified as dunk funny. We do see the oh no from Impulse from earlier thing. I did dunk at neutral at the parry, which does now mean that we should have confirmed super, because I believe he just charged back block, because we tied block, yeah. Which does mean that we pair here, because if we super, yeah. We do that. Now he can charge tech, but again, he's at the losing game state currently. He doesn't have parry. He doesn't have the parry, which means he does have to charge here, which puts him at a lesser card count. Here we are waiting to see what he will do. My prediction currently is that he just got blocked back, so if he charges, he will probably block to get back. Defend until the parry, and then I will upward toss dunk, put him at a 4, and then we can kill him with super if we can get away with parry. However, if he does grab, then we do upward toss metal plus. the main issue is, of course, if he attacks, but he won't attack because Ken Plus actually does not have attacks. We are seeing him run out of time because Ken Plus actually does get extra time, but because he is an android, he goes at twice the speed. He just gave up because I'm too good at the game. He did just DM me saying that he could not do anything. So not really sure what to do about that one. So there are technical difficulties. I'm just gonna ask what he would have played. He was gonna block, so my prediction was accurate. So I mean, it's unfortunate that this occurred, but we're not really sure what to do. So we discussed it in DMs. We are in DMs. We are counting that as a victory in my court since I was going to win the next interaction. Now we will be sticking Ken because Ken is of course the Ken Plus counter pick. Here we are going to open upward toss, metal dunk, and well, punishment, steel slice, and blindside on the backside. We are going to open the upward toss on the basis that he won't attack. He would never attack. See, we do tie, which is good for me, since his card is just objectively better mine. We'll block here. We tie block, which is again good because his block is just objectively better my block. Which means we should tie parry here. The issue, of course, being that if he dunks and I dunk, instead of tying, his dunk is faster. But it's better than playing into his parry. He still does have the faster attacks. So we did call the faster dunk, but again, it's still better than playing into his parry. So precautions do have to be taken in the age of COVID. We are going to both have attack, grab, super. He's going to have to charge, and I'm going to have to charge, because if I charge tech, his super beats on charge tech. Mine does not. I think the important thing to consider here is that, let's see, the next card I should be getting is block, and then dunk, so we should probably get rid of the upward toss. And then we'll get rid of the steel slice, since it's not really a good option here. Bushido. We do tie supers, but again, tying is always good for me since I do have the worst card options. Do we think he's gonna block or grab? I don't see him attacking, honestly. I mean, theoretically, I should dunk and then hand block in worst case scenario. Yeah. Here's the thing, he does not know what I kept in hand. So As far as he knows, I still do have the upward toss, which means this charging is a threat since it would put mine above his. He, however, is not counter-charging, which does mean he's probably not going to grab, which means I shouldn't play attack. He's probably going to fashion. I do parry here. Yeah, we got it. Here's the thing, this does give him a free attack, basically. But if I charge tech... Okay. This actually puts in a pretty good spot, by which I mean we're either screwed or we're not screwed, which is a pretty good spot, honestly. Here's the thing, if he plays the fast attack, we lose either way, right? Which means we should play on the basis that he's blocking so we can have a winning interaction in that theoretical scenario. And he did play the fast attack, which means I do think I played the right option. He does have an attack block. I believe attack block grab. He doesn't know that I don't have the other grab, which means we are going to act as if we do, making this charge, which means if he doesn't counter charge, if he doesn't counter charge, which means he probably isn't going to grab. Which just means I shouldn't attack, which means he's either going to block, attack, or super. I can't counter block, so we'll go on the assumption that he's not going to block punishment and blindside. Okay, so he did block. The good news here is that he cannot charge attack us. Honestly, I feel like he is gonna. He's either gonna parry or grab here, but my grab loses, and I need to get some damage off here, so I'm gonna try for the blindside upward toss. I might lose, but they're risking to take. If you just believe in your heart of hearts that you are a table fighter gamer, then you will die. And I think that's the most important lesson learned here today. We are going to be joining some more people for post-stat commentary. Hello, Foolgan. You're live on air. Do you have any post-stat commentary?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hi. Hi. What's up?
You're